going to do another daily draft wizard, but it sounds like there's some good news to just talk about real quick before we get started.
Yeah, another year, another Alshon Jeffrey headache.
Every fucking year. What's he got going on this time?
Sidelined with a shoulder injury. Well, hasn't participated since.
Tell me something I haven't heard before.
Yeah, it's like, really?
What a fucking joke. He was already in my, overpriced... I think you just saw the draft guide, right? He's like one of my...
the sky's blue and Alshon Jeffrey's still filling up waters on the sideline.
Yeah, death taxes, Alshon Jeffrey on the sideline.
Yeah.
Causing headaches. What else is new? You know what this does? The only thing I want to think about that people don't talk about when they talk Alshon Jeffrey is... That frees up some snaps for guys like Nelson, Aguilar, which is obviously give me the shit noise. But he's been apparently just destroying camp, a new receiver, all this shit. First round pick of a couple years ago.
It's just crazy how Alshon Jeffrey literally every single year.
Well, it's disgusting. But don't forget Nelson Aguilar. I'm just gonna say throw the name on your radar. But yes, Alshon Jeffrey is disgusting.
Every year.
Every year.
If you willingly draft him when there's much better options over him,
it's disgusting. He goes before Brandon Cooks. It's like, give me the trash can to throw up in everything that's inside my body. You know what I mean?
That's absolutely.
Which is disgusting.
And much like him, Matt Forte sidelined with hamstring issues.
So another hamstring.
At what point do you hang it up? You're on the New York Jets.
Yeah, why? Why keep pushing it, Forte? Retire. Let Bilal Powell just...
You got fucking pudding for kneecaps.
So let's say... I have Bilal Powell at RB27 right now, which I think is too low. He's a guy I could get swayed on.
For sure.
I mean, I know you were talking earlier with me. We were talking about how he lit up the second half of the year once he was the starter.
I mean,
want to know how much?
They're awful.
Get this stat.
What?
So when he got to take over, I think it was weeks 13, 14, 15, 16, or weeks 12, whatever. He had a 5-game stretch where he was the starter. Guess how many people scored more points than him during that stretch?
No idea.
Just take it how many total number of people.
How many people
outscored him? All positions. Quarterbacks, running backs, everybody.
Outscored who?
Outscored Bilal Powell from the day he was a starter. For that 5-week stretch.
No idea.
How high do you think he was? What do you think he ranked as for that stretch?
In the 40s.
Get this. Bilal Powell scored more points than every single fantasy player other than Aaron Rodgers.
For the 5 weeks he was a starter?
For the 5 weeks he was a starter. More than everybody except Aaron Rodgers and Le'Veon Bell.
Really?
More than David Johnson, more than Antonio Brown. He was the number 3 scorer when he was a starter. So if he's the clear starter, sign me up every day of the week, twice on Monday.
I don't think you need any more assurance that he's going to be the lead back.
Teams are idiots.
He's younger. They're in a rebuild.
Trust me, I think it should be
horrible.
Doesn't it sound like it makes no sense? But it's the fucking Jets. Don't disregard that. The Jets are idiots.
I think he needs to be considered more in PPR leagues too.
I mean, he's the one back that's in the middle rounds right now. Not the one back. I think there's a lot of them, but he's one of the backs going in the middle rounds. That's this could be this year's Melvin Gordon, the 6th, 7th round running back that becomes a top 5 guy.
Yeah,
could be Bilal Powell. If he's the guy getting featured work, I'll send him soaring up my ranks. He's gonna go up anyways. It's just a guy I like, even though I hate the surrounding situation and all that. I'm going to be moving him up.
He just needs to be considered more because he's not in a crowded backfield like a lot of other backs are.
I know. There's just been reports this offseason, and already Forte's hamstring injury is making this very clear. But there were reports that Forte's the lead guy, and Powell's still viewed as a compliment, which I think is horrendous.
Absolutely not.
The talent's just All right. Is there any other news to talk about before we get into this draft?
Sterling Shepard, obviously, out. Not that I even had an eye on him, anyways. But
yeah. So Forte, Alshon. I feel like there's one other good note to talk about, wasn't there? Yeah, we can. I'll keep.
Corey Davis headed for MRI on hamstring.
Whoa, that's very important.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a 12 out of 12 for PPR.
Rob Kelly, clear number 1 back.
Boom. That's the news you were saying earlier that I want to talk about. He's been at number 69 on my rankings forever, compared to 120 by the experts. I'm so high on Rob Kelly. So many touchdowns to plot into, and you know what you do is you draft them both. Draft him and Samaje. Because Samaje probably will take over at some point. Kelly's never handled a full workload. He'll break down. And when he does, then you get Samaje getting all the touchdowns. Just own that backfield. You got yourself an RB2 all year.
Yeah.
That's one of those... I should do an article like that where it's own a backfield and own an RB2.
Yeah.
The Tampa Bay
100%
Bucks.
of something is better than 50% of it.
Right? The Tampa Bay Bucks. Draft Doug Martin in the 7th, Jaquiz Rogers in the 11th.
You're good.
You got an RB1, like both of them.
Low end, yeah.
Low end, yeah. Maybe high end when Martin gets back.
Maybe. Saw what he did, 2 years ago?
Yeah, so where should we draft out of for this one? 12,
eight,
12
8 or
8, 8 or 9?
Do 8.
Do 8. Alright, yeah. It's unsexy, but worth seeing. I'm going to go to half PPR, though. We'll keep the flex because I do a flex, too. And let's get this one started up. Shady McCoy is the most recommended, but Mike Evans is sitting there.
What
And
pick?
there is number 8. There's no way I'm passing up Mike Evans.
No shot.
Thank you. I'll take him every single day of the week. I think he's my top, number 6 overall. So everyone's gone. T.Y. Hilton's sitting there for receiver, which I think is pretty damn sexy. I like T.Y. a lot.
What pick is this?
This is the second round, so, let's see what running backs. Todd Gurley, no, I'm not going to go any of these running backs. So it's receiver, or it's Gronk. And I think T.Y. is the pick. Even though I do love Mr. Dez Bryant.
I think it's Dez.
I keep hearing these stats about how cornerback dependent he is and how he gets kind of shut down by good ones. And his division has a bunch of good corners. I wouldn't even hate Amari Cooper here. I like T.Y. personally.
I think it's...
Unless Andrew Luck's out. Who do I have higher? I think I have Dez higher in my rankings. I really wish Michael
I think
Thomas
I like fucking Dez and Cooper more than T.Y.
Do you? Interesting.
Especially with this luck bullshit.
It's between Gronk and Dez, I think, and T.Y. Gronk, Dez, T.Y. I mean, even DeAndre Hopkins can start being considered with T.Y.
I think Dez is... Dez as your 2 with Evans.
Yeah, Dez as a 2 is pretty fucking sexy. He just hasn't... T.Y.'s the higher floor.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going T.Y.
Safer's not always...
Although, what about the fact that Luck could be missing some weeks?
Exactly.
All right, let's get the chemistry. Dez Bryant, Dak Prescott, getting that shit together.
Yeah, and that offense is just better.
I think I do have Dez higher, too. No running backs are worth consideration at that point. So we go receiver.
Gotta get a running back here.
Crowell fell, and I like Crowell a lot. I think he could feast. Let's see some other names, though. Yeah, I have Crowell well above all these guys.
I like Mixon a lot, too.
Fuck, Montgomery's already gone? He's really starting to go. I like McCaffrey more than I like Mixon. I kind of want to go Crowell, and I hope McCaffrey falls to me in the next round. That could be pretty sexy. I'm a big Crowell guy this year. Come on, McCaffrey, fall on to big boy. Yep, there you are. Thank you. Thank you. Now, here's the question. Jordan Reed, who just went. That's what I wanted to ask about. I know, obviously, the injury is bullshit. Jordan Reed, classic everywhere. He does this shit every single year. Let's see the receivers. I like Tyreek. Come on.
Just give me both of those guys.
Yeah, please. Martavis on the way back, and then I'm just... Flex Martavis? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to look at who else is there.
These self-proclaimed.
I literally end up with those two on every single team I do. It's the best thing in the world.
All right, let's see running backs.
Oh, gotta have some depth behind these two.
Yeah, because those could be bust.
They could. And I like this safety. We're going for safety right now because both those guys could bust. I'm not even looking at the others. I like Danny Woodhead, especially in PPR.
And then go back to the muscle hamster.
7.3 receptions Ravens running backs caught last year. We got, I think Doug Martin's definitely a pick there, too. Let me just double check. Nope, don't like any of those receivers more than the muscle hamsters. Thank you.
No way.
Tight ends, ew. Don't even give me a look there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Doug. Thank you for your service. I gotta get a receiver here, though. And Mr. Parker sitting there, just looking for a taken. I'm not gonna look who else is there.
Yeah, just go with the gut. I think running back here. Go down. Yeah, dude.
It could be time to consider Mr. Derek Carr.
What
too.
round is this? I think
round 10.
Go down. I think wait.
If Corey Davis
Peterson,
is here,
bro.
It's Corey Davis is gone. I love Tyrell Williams. I'm going Tyrell. AP was there?
Oh no.
Come on, don't get me all horny like that.
He just went.
Although this is.
And this.
Oh, Rob Kelly, yeah.
Come on, give me the starter.
Yeah. Again, yeah, risky running
Two
backs.
of our running backs are gonna pan out. Give me the starter.
And then when Doug Martin's back, Are you telling me one of those guys isn't gonna be an RB1?
Go down.
I mean, Jameis still there. It's
Hold
making
on.
me horny. But I like Carr more than
Down.
Jameis.
Down.
What, the running backs? Yeah. We're at the point where it's like, okay, we're going to wait for
Yeah,
him.
no, I was gonna say
Receivers is also equally hideous. Ew, Latavius, get
No.
that shit out of my face.
Jaquiz.
But he's gone.
To cuff him.
Yeah, none of this is good. Jaquiz would have been a good
Go to
pick,
tight
though,
ends.
You're right. Ew, Corey Fleener.
I actually like this dude, Hooper.
I like Hooper, but we're not taking a tight end
Go
here.
to-
Let's go. We're taking Derek Carr. We're getting our starting QB. Like,
Yeah.
look at all that crap. We're not going to play it cute at this point.
Yeah.
Let's get Carr and then hope Winston falls back to us.
Hooper and Carr shouldn't be mentioned in the same breath.
And then Jameis is still sitting there. I don't have a tight end yet, though, so my tight end is going to be
What is it?
awful. Ew. I didn't realize I didn't have a tight end.
Great.
I probably, when I took... Actually, I don't know which bench guy I would have taken away, though, because the tight ends were gross.
No, those are fun.
At this point, we're streaming tight ends.
Yeah.
Like, we're accepting our fate.
Yeah.
So then I go Jameis here. It's like, let's get Jameis, Derek Carr, and then stream. Play the matchups there. Okay. And now,
Wait a minute,
now we
wait
draft
a
two
minute.
tight ends. I just saw Josh Doxson go, which I actually...
Wait, go down.
Yeah?
I think we could have gone like Jamal Charles too. Is he still there?
Jamal Williams.
Damn, when does Charles?
I do like Joe Williams. Charles comes off a couple rounds.
I
early.
think Charles would have been a good pick there.
I think Joe Williams makes him upset. We need to get tight end. We literally need a tight end. Ew, this is so gross.
Well, we just
I'm
took
going,
Jared Cook,
I'm going Jared Cook, yeah. And then I think we go
which is disgusting.
horrible. What about Evan
Look-
Ingram?
But I don't think it'll be like this in a regular draft because teams already have like 2 tight ends now.
I know.
Before we even had our first, like that just never happens.
What about Evan Ingram?
Should I get?
CJ Fedorowicz?
Should I get the brown paper bag? Or?
I think we need a brown paper bag, but I don't think we can go in with only friggin' Jared Cook at tight end. That's gonna kill our grade, but whatever. We can stream tight end.
Yeah, when you get like the 20th ranked tight end.
Right. Might as well just pick up whoever's playing like the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, that's horrible.
Tight end rankings suck though, because like the 5th ranked tight end is still dog shit.
There is like a tier where it's like everybody just is eventually shitty.
It's like cool.
I think there's like 9 though that are pretty good. I like the upside Joe Williams brings this late.
There was
I'm going Joe Williams.
There was a stat like last year or 2 years ago that talked about like how close the fantasy quarterback points are, where Alex Smith and like the 5th ranked quarterback, where literally the difference between them were like 3 fantasy points a
Yeah.
game. He was like QB 20 and QB 5 were separated by 3 fantasy points per game.
It's crazy. And it makes perfect sense. All right, we need a kicker. I don't love Vinatieri because that offense could be awful if Luck's not there. So let's go Sebastian Janikowski. Thank you. One of my favorite players.
Yeah,
of
he's
the
a
entire
fine
league.
wine.
Yeah. B plus, okay.
Just because of Cook.
Yeah, the tight end spot. So I'm looking at it. It's like, where would I have gone tight end? I wonder who was there when I went Parker. Let's look at the draft board and see where I should have gone tight end. Because honestly, I look at top to down, and I really love every single pick until I get to Jameis Winston, Derek Carr. I still like it. It was just like all the time. Like, where would I have gone tight end? So let's see. Where did Martellus Bennett? Round 7? Like, no, I went Danny Woodhead. And then coming back, Hunter Henry was gone. Where Doug Martin went. Like, look at how tight ends came off so fast this draft. Jack Doyle went in round 8.
Yeah.
O.J. Howard went in round 8.
Once one tight end
At that
goes-
point, yeah, they're going way too fast, so then you wait. I mean, look at this. Yeah, look at Rob Kelly right there. That's the steal. That's like a steal of the draft. I like this team. I mean, I don't hate it. Fuck it. We're streaming Jared Cook. We'll pick up like David Joko, whatever the hell you pronounce that name. If it's Evan Ingram.
Sure.
One of those guys will be enough. So, I fucking full PPR team, man. That's a squad. That's a squad. Now here's the deal, though, man. You know how we were hating on Gronk?
Yeah.
Let's say I would go
Not
Gronk.
hating, but
Let's say I go Gronk over Dez here. Let's look at this team. Mike Evans, Gronk, Quell, McCaffrey. My second receiver is Hill. My third's Martavis.
Not bad at all, yeah.
But you know what I mean?
People forget Gronk's a wide receiver 1 when he plays.
That's what I mean. Wide, like a not even wide receiver 1, elite wide receiver 1.
For sure.
So as much depth as there is at tight end, it's almost like I wish I took him instead of Dez there. That's where I think I changed my team here. Is I take Rob, and then I get Devontae Parker, and maybe another receiver a little bit earlier instead of. I love the running backs I took though. Like I don't hate waiting on running backs when you see how much depth there is right now. I think that's kind of a underrated storyline. Yeah, Horse is obviously unreal to have, but like. There's a lot of depth at running back this year. There's like 30 to 35 guys.
This is a deeper year for running backs than we've seen in a while. I'm going with that.
I agree. Alrighty, another draft in the books. Make sure you subscribe to all those social medias. Roto Street Wolf for my account. Send me a request for somewhere you'd like to see me draft. Happy to do one of these for you. Also, Roto Street Journal, Roto ST Journal on Twitter. Just Roto Street Journal on all the Twitters. Not the Twitters, sorry. Facebooks, the Instagrams. Fantasy Fullback Dive is our podcast. Great mailbag segment. Would love some questions for it. Give it a listen. We have some great team previews and segments called the Fantasy Wolves. And just keep checking in. We're going to be updating that Stock Watch daily. All the developments. Ty Montgomery went up today. Huge value. Then we got, some stories on the 49ers running backs pretty much every single day. We'll have a 49ers running back watch. Just keep tracking it on the Roto Street Journal. For all your fantasy needs, we got you.